I got this pack of D-shaped moss poles. They come to you flat and then you can curl them around and tuck them in depending on how like thick or wide you need your moss pole to be. So this is my golden pothos that I have that I just started trying to climb up the moss pole. I started with just this bottom moss pole, and I've actually recently had to add on this second moss pole because he got too tall. Now, the reason why I wanted him on a moss pole is because moss poles are great for epiphytes like a pothos or any sort of climbing plant. If the plant is able to do what it would naturally do and climb up a surface, then its leaves are going to get nice and big and gorgeous. Now, this guy is still pretty young, and I just recently started staking him, so we'll see how it goes. But I am currently just using like gardening Velcro to grab like part of the stem of the pothos and put it around these plastic parts of the moss pole, or these like little rungs on the moss pole. I have sphagnum moss in my moss pole. That's what I'm currently using. And when I built these, I connected them first. And like I said, tucked them in on the side, just depending on how wide or thick I wanted my moss pole. And then once I got the shape, I just shoved the moss into it until it was all the way full. I left the bottom of, since this is an extension onto the original moss pole, I left the bottom like a couple inches empty of moss, so then I could slide it onto the base of this other moss pole. And that's how I connected them. And then I used the gardening Velcro to Velcro the two moss poles together so they are connected for the plant. As far as maintenance for the moss pole, sometimes it can be strenuous trying to remember to keep the moss pole moist because it is essential to keep it moist so that the aerial roots that will eventually grow in here will be able to get all that water as well to help with these leaves. I just use this empty bottle of whatever kind of water you have. And I used my soldering iron and poked, it looks like 5 holes on this one. You could fill it with water and then just put it upside down, and it'll very slowly release the water, so this will get nice and saturated. And it's nice because I just need to remember to fill this up every couple days, put it in there, and it's good to go. So all in all, I really like this moss pole. It was super easy to connect, super easy to make and maintain. So if you're looking for something for your climbing plant, you should definitely check this out.